Get your dice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Flaws. I may sound like my throat sounds fucked because it is. I'm a little sick, but we're not going to be able to play next week, so I wanted to make sure we got a session in today. David also ain't doing too well. He went drunkies last night and only woke up 3 hours and only went to sleep 3 hours ago, so he might be a little out of it today.
I'm good. Not.
And as you can see, Luke and Dustin are currently sharing a computer because Luke's computer decided that it didn't want to work for him.
So you know, the usual disasters.
Yeah. Learn to fall as they may without a plethora of difficulties interfering in an episode.
Yep.
And that's our MO, and that's what we're sticking with.
Hell yeah.
That's if we get in enough time for first play.
Anyway, so that's where we left off. Mallock and Squeeps, among some of the are kind of separated away from the group. Mallock intending to locate some sort of area where he could speak with some people of a more nefarious side, managing to find the hideout of a group known as the Dreadsmen, making his way down with Squeeps and eventually speaking with a bartender named Brum, asking if he had any work for him, saying that unfortunately he didn't have anything in the direction that he would be going, at least not directly. Made a very ambitious offer to Brum to help them set up a sort of the beginnings of a network in Velidae. That sort of ambition got the interest of an individual known as the Captain. They had a meeting that both Mallock and Squeeps were brought into a meeting with. Squeeps rolling a natural 20 on a check on an insight here to figure out that things around here definitely aren't on the level, and this is a very uncomfortable and possibly evil situation. Refused to shake the captain's hand upon exiting, which point they made their way back to the party, who were kind of meandering around the town throughout the day, getting their own things done. Upon re-arriving, Squeeps, through many broken sentences and many attempts at drawing, was able to communicate, at least very roughly, to the party that something odd had happened to him and Mallock while they were away. Nay attempted to interrogate Mallock, at which point he used secret Uno reverse card gaslighting.
Counter the truth.
To deflect Nay's questioning. Managed to slip a dagger into her hand without her noticing, at which point the bar erupted. Patrons got up to try to defuse the situation. Squeeps started crying on the floor. Belmondo comforted him, and I think we left off with, I believe, who's downstairs right now is Badger, Belmondo. Squeeps.
I think everybody's downstairs.
Nope.
No, the two people are upstairs still. Squeeps just left.
No, Squeeps is downstairs being comforted by Belmondo, I believe.
That's what I mean. Like Squeeps just left the upstairs room, and the other two stayed up there. Void and Badger.
Void is still upstairs.
Void and
And C-Shep.
Badger's
Badger, no, I thought you cast a suggestion from upstairs.
I then came downstairs.
Oh, got it.
Real quick, is there a way to adjust people's volumes? I'm having to turn it up for some and then down for others. Is there a way to?
Yeah, Eric, you're kind of quiet, and then Jordan's kind of loud.
I just realized that we were done. I could just get closer to the microphone. That should help.
Oh, thank you.
I've been meaning to say that because when I have to switch over and drive to work, I listen to you guys in my car. I can hear everybody but Eric.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And if
It's fine.
If this was a thing, then you should have let me know, because if you can't hear me, that means viewers can't hear me either.
No, it's a lot easier to hear when I have headphones and.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just double checking. The only thing I can do is like automatically adjust microphone volume through the Zoom settings. So.
Oh.
I'll move the microphone a little bit.
We'll fiddle. We'll
Yeah.
fiddle.
There we go.
Figure.
I'll turn it up a little bit. I just don't want to put it up too much because
Mhm.
background noises. I think. I'll push this back as well if I can, which I cannot. Okay, so that's fine. Anyway, okay, so downstairs, Badger, Squeeps, Belmundo, Lem, Void is still upstairs, Mallock's downstairs, and Nay, are you still downstairs?
No. When we last left
she
off,
went to her room, remember?
Yes, I see you
Yeah,
upstairs.
Nay went, and Lim followed.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So then it's just Belmundo, Mallock.
Okay,
So it's just Belmundo, Mallock, Badger.
If that's the case, I do want Lem to know when she does try to open the door, it is locked.
I will try and feed Squeeps his dinner. I believe it is seeds, and if it is, I will feed him one seed at a time.
I mean, Squeeps as a Kenku can eat meat. But he
We'll
can-
feed
he's
him
been
his
eating a proper
chicken
meal.
wing. Okay.
Does Squeeps accept the food, or is he kind of lost in his mind at the moment?
Kind of lost.
Okay. All right. So Mallock and Badger, I guess you two are the only ones that are kind of
Only Badger and Mallock.
aware in the situation. Lemon Nay went upstairs, and Void is upstairs as well, and Mailmundo's attending to Squeeps.
So, what's the general atmosphere down here among the rest of the patrons right now?
Tense and staring, and still a good number of them are looking at you, including the bartender.
I'll just kind of.
Get these.
Right. Sorry, folks. Mal, let's go for a walk. Nah,
I just follow him. Badger out.
lead Mal outside of the tavern, kind of into a quiet area where we can talk.
Stealth check from both of you, please.
I'm not being stealthy about leaving.
No. I mean to try to hide away somewhere for you guys to talk.
Okay, I'm not like intentionally trying to hide. I'm just trying to find a place with less people, I guess.
Okay.
Would work. But
in that case, if you're not trying to hide it, then just go ahead and make an investigation check.
okay.
I want to try to listen and see if anybody's trying to eavesdrop on us.
So for you, it's perception.
24.
You got a 12.
24 and 12. Okay. So I'd say it takes a little bit of time, and you have to get away from the tavern, but you do find a small place where you can, where you guys can kind of be mostly unheard. There's still a few people who pass by, but it's definitely not heavily trafficked. And Mallock, you're just kind of keeping an eye out as you guys are talking.
Right. So what's that all about then? She come at you with a knife.
I'm gonna slip into Thieves' Cant
Sure.
and start talking to him and see if he picks up on it. And I'm gonna talk about how Squeebs came with me, but I'll talk like we're talking about what happened in the tavern,
Okay.
and then I'll start talking about what me and Squeebs did that day.
Okay. So then, all right. So I'll say to convey everything. Are you omitting anything, or are you just talking as plainly as possible?
I'll talk as plainly as possible.
Okay. So we'll say over the course of the next, like half an hour, Badger, you're pretty much caught up to speed with everything Mallock had done the day before. If you need any refreshers, let me know.
Yeah,
I think that would be good.
my intention is to bring Badger into the entire thing, so I can't
So-
beat around the bush now that this has happened.
Okay. So then, all right. So what do you need refreshing on? And I can kind of touch on the areas.
I guess just sort of if I remember right, he went into the tavern, talked to the bartender, said he was looking for work. They set him up with the captain, and Mal was talking about sort of starting a branch of nefarious
now.
work in the town we're going to. Is that right?
Only difference would be it wasn't a tavern. The area that he went into was more of like a lounge area, like where you guys had been when you had met with Gilia.
Okay. When he describes the ship symbol, the broken ship that was marked on the kind of by the door where he went, do I recognize that symbol?
Give me a history check.
8.
8.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're not familiar with these people.
Okay, so it has no association with anything that might currently be.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. If it does, you're not aware of it.
Okay. Right. So, what exactly is this business venture? Just trying to set up with them, or is you becoming a member of their little gang and helping them outreach into wherever we go, or?
No, my Badger. When I wanted to go over there, I wanted to find someone who could finance me to start my own thing. So no matter how long I'm with them, at some point, I'll as I branch out theirs, I can branch out on my own. But I've got to start somewhere, and so that's where I'm getting with this. So if I start somewhere new, then that's going to come that much faster. So my intention is for us to start this together, and at some point take over this.
Well, if you got jobs in your new venture, I can help you with that. I'd be willing to help out with that. All I was gonna say is be careful who you sign up with. If their crew is financing you to send you over, he's not working on your own or nothing. He's working for them.
Exactly.
You really want to be careful who you sign up a lifetime of service with. Without knowing anything about these guys, I don't think I'd be signing up for their crew. But if you is and you's branching out into this, oh geez, what was the name of the town we're heading towards?
Verde?
Verde.
Oh wait, yeah, Valade. Where?
Verde?
And uses branching out to Valade. Well, if you need some independent help, well, I can help you with that. All jobs here and there. I don't see any problem with that. But I ain't looking to sign up with no major crew until I knows a bit about them and who they is.
And I think the first thing that we do together is find out a bit more about this team so that we know that we don't get fucked when we're out there.
I absolutely agree.
We're only here for another day or so. What do you want to do?
I'm a bit hesitant to have you introduce me to them because there again, I don't know them guys from Adam, and I'd like to know a bit about them before I get tangled up in that.
Then let's keep you as a silent partner for now, and I'll play solo. He thinks that I have a team, but the others aren't as inclined as you or I. So I think it might take a bit of convincing, at least for some.
I think I'd still like to know who he's doing all this for.
Yeah.
I've got other employers. I want to make sure that I'm not crossing jurisdiction.
I hear you. I can appreciate that.
As far as the outburst in the tavern, I think we're gonna have to find a way to smooth that over. Now, I don't like that. I don't like that she pulled a knife out on you. That crosses the line, and I think we're gonna have to have a talk with
Nay.
Jordan. I'm sorry, I forget your character's name. Nay. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to have a bit of a talk with Nay about that, because that ain't kosher.
I don't think Nay knows how she got that knife in her hand either. And then I'm gonna. Can I sleight a hand? Roll really well. Hopefully, I can roll really well and be real cool.
Yeah, go for it. Make a sleight of hand check.
I rolled a 19 plus 6. I'm gonna slide a dagger into Badger's hand.
Do I need to perception this?
If you'd like to.
Yeah, that ain't good. 8.
And I'll just say, you mind handing that back?
Oh, I see what you're doing there. And I'll hand him his dagger back. I think we should probably still address it. Maybe not how it got there, but make a show of, look, none of us wants on for anybody else, and let's keep the weapons out of the fights.
That works for me.
All right. So I'd say tomorrow, see if you can find out anything you can about that crew. What's running? I know a lot of crews they use. You mentioned something of a broken ship. See if you can get me a bit more detail on how these be identifying themselves, and I got some contacts. Maybe I can suss out a bit of info on them.
We'll do. I've told you that they're called the Dreadnought, and then their guy who's in charge is called the Captain.
The Dreadsman.
Dreadsman. Oh, I'll rewrite that.
I thought Dresman was the name of the captain.
No.
Oh, he's just called the Captain.
He introduced himself as the Captain.
Dresman equals
Dreadsmen is the name.
Gentlemen.
I'll type it out.
Yeah. Dreadsmen, not man.
Men.
Okay.
Dreadsman dolls.
Plural.
All right. Just go ahead on back to the tavern. I need to handle a few things, and I'll meet you back there in a few minutes.
All right. So during this time, during the 30 or so minutes that they're talking, what's everyone else doing?
Comforting squeeps.
Okay.
If knocking on the door doesn't get the... Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
If knocking on the door doesn't get an answer, like since the door's locked, I think Lim will just sort of, sit down cross-legged by the door and wait. The important thing is that she grabbed Nay's bowl of food so that when Nay's hungry again, dinner's still there.
Am I in the room with Nay?
I think she locked it on herself, right?
You guys do have the same room. I guess that'd be up to Nay.
It would really depend on where did you have your meeting with
I don't remember.
with Squeeps?
It was on the second floor. It was one of our rooms, but I don't remember which room it was.
Probably would have been our room because I pulled Lemon.
So then
That makes sense.
So then, no, you were not in the same room, Lloyd.
Probably leave and try to go back to my room.
Oh, that's the room that Nay's currently in. So you walk over, you see Lem sit cross-legged in front of the door.
I will glare at Lem for 2 seconds.
If she lets you in, this is her dinner. If you could bring that in.
I will take
Thank
the
you.
bowl. And I will knock.
You don't get an answer.
It makes
You
me
know,
feel
I kind
happy
of
to see you
sleep
looking
in
at my
here.
phone.
I'd really like to come inside.
There is absolutely a pause. And hear from the other side of the door. I had something in mind, but I don't think I'm able to say it. No. In essence, you just hear, just very softly, very quietly, I don't like being lied to. Before you hear the latch go off.
Well, that wasn't me. But all right.
All right. So, so you go in, I assume.
Yes.
All right.
When you do enter the room, you'll see Nay is basically against the wall, grabbing onto her arms and seems to be gently sobbing at the moment.
Can I finish my scarf at this point?
Yeah, I'd say probably within the next hour you could get it done, no problem.
All right. Once it's done, I'm going to drape it over Nay.
Although I guess technically you can be done with a scarf whenever you want to be. It's just determining how long you want the scarf to be.
Oh no, I already cut the lengths. It was just snipping the spots and tying them.
You can have a scarf that's this long. You can still call it a scarf as long as it looks.
Scarf dude.
What is this? A scarf for ants?
It's it's for halflings, keep them warm in the winter.
3 halflings.
All right, so you drape the scarf around Nay.
And then I will sit down in my bed and read the toy book.
All right, give me an intelligence check.
Oh goody. Yay, average. 12.
12. Okay. Let's say are you trying to build something while you're reading or just reading?
No, I'm just reading.
Okay. So I'll say you're start, like I think I said this before in the it's just you're understanding it's for children, and there's a lot of pretty pictures, so it's a lot easier to understand than the creation of golems or construction golems.
Well, in that time when it takes a bit of space to get the scarf finished, I think if Nay is okay with it, Lim would probably ask if she could just sit down next to Nay, just sort of also on the floor, just to sort of be there, because it was definitely a distressing thing that happened.
She's just staring at a wall, standing up this whole time, just grabbing at her arms.
Oh, okay, you're standing and staring at a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Lim will, not standing, will sit down on the floor next to you, just sort of in solidarity that whatever happened was weird and messed up, and Lim doesn't know who's lying either, and doesn't like it, but feels that something weird happened.
Okay. All right. So I'll say in this time, Badger and Mallock, you guys, between walking there, talking, and coming back, you guys make your way in about close to an hour later.
On my way. Once Mallock's a little bit ahead of me, I'm going to send a message through my sending stone.
Okay. All right. What are you saying?
Heading to Valaday. Associate signed up with the Dreadsman. Expanding to Valaday is asking for my help. Who are they? Friend or foe? Any other jobs?
Done. So friend or, and that's it.
I get 25 words.
That was 25 words.
No, the whole thing is 25.
Okay. I was counting it on my fingers.
I mean, I can.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I just.
That's not.
What did I just do?
Just delete it all.
Yeah, I did just delete it all.
Translated it into Swahili.
Control Z. Control Z.
I may have counted syllables.
Oh.
I may have counted syllables somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yep. Okay. Okay. So it's roughly around 9 o'clock. All right. So he'll say, I'm gonna try to do an accent with my shitty voice. He'll say. I know them. We're not on the best terms. If you're going to Veliday, I'll let you know tomorrow. There may be something there for you.
Would I know sort of sending stone etiquette? Is it proper or expected to send a message received response?
In your time, yes.
Okay. Then I will respond with message received, and then the phrase that I always end that sort of stuff with.
Sure. All right. Sounds good. Okay. So you guys both make your way back into the tavern. At this point, you see it's mostly cleared out. Squeeps is I think still having a panic attack.
Oh, as soon as Mallock walks in, I'm up the stairs. And I am planting myself at Void's door.
Do you knock?
Yes.
All right. So Void and Lem, you guys will hear. Is it frantic knocking or just like a?
More calm. But
So here.
hello. Hello.
Come in, Squeeps.
I come in.
Can I follow as well?
Yes, I assume.
Sure.
Upper party.
Void, you are our emotional support tall person. That's just your life.
Yeah.
That is a horrible idea, but thank you.
Alright. Oh, by the way, just as a tangent, I've realized my mustache is finally getting to the point that I can start curling it.
Nice.
I realize that when I smile, it curls itself.
Get some mustache wax and move to Portland.
Alright, so as you open the door, sorry, I'm gonna just enjoy curling my mustache for a second. As you open the door, you can see Squeeps there.
I told him to come in. That's on him.
Yeah, I come in.
Alright, so Squeeps, you meander in, you can see Nay is just in a corner, staring at the wall. Lem is sitting next to her, and Void is chilling on the bed.
By the way,
I will pat the bed and kind of say, "Hey, come sit with me."
Yeah.
I do. And by the way, Eric, I don't have my dictionary on me. If I say something, a word that is too egregious, just let me know. Like I would definitely not.
I wouldn't know I wouldn't. You've heard a lot of words, so I wouldn't know where to call you on it. I don't keep track of that shit. That's your job.
Fair enough.
Can I get it as well, or is that?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make your way upstairs.
Yep.
They're not going to let you in.
Yeah, I was following Squeeps the entire time, so I don't know if I was let in as well.
I'd assume you'd be let in. I don't know. It's not.
I just assumed that at this point, you'd probably come open the door yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. All right. So. Oh man. All right. So at this point, everyone's in the room except for Badger and Mallock. I guess it's up to them if they're going to make their way upstairs too.
Yeah,
I'll follow behind wherever Badger goes.
seeing nobody else from the group down here, I'll head upstairs and see if I can find them up there.
It occurs to me I have no idea what happened downstairs.
Yes, you were upstairs the entire time. The only people who know what happened downstairs, me, Nay, Mallock,
Everybody but
Oops.
yeah,
Got it.
everyone but
Lamb and Void.
no, Lem
was down there?
came down at the very end, I think, right?
At the very end, the four people who know it is Belmondo, Nay, Squeeps, and Mallock. Because even Badger came down late, so he didn't. So until Mallock explained it to him, he didn't get the full story.
Yep.
Best friend. Big. Void. Less big. But big. strong?
What kind of strong?
Have we made it into the room at this point?
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to keep Mallock out.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so Badger and Mallock, as you guys get upstairs, Squeeps will walk in front of the door, and we'll just stand there.
We've stopped it. It's fine. If we're
We
gonna
knock on
do
the door?
something, we do something as a group.
Oh, I would say like this is as you guys are trying to come into the room. Like Badger, you managed to kind of get past, and as Mallock tries to step in, Squeep steps in between him and the room.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Squeebs, I need to get into this room.
Squeeps,
Did you say a
let
word just
them-
now, actually?
No, he just squawked at you.
Yeah.
No, he squawked at you.
Squeebs, we should address what we all saw and down there. And now that we're up here, we should continue talking about it, but all of us together.
Kind of look at Void.
Even with past perception, they would have absolutely heard that. And Lem, you see that look of fear, of absolute lost, almost immediately turn into a great rage before she even attempts to go back to being smiley and then turning. The thing that I wanted you and I to do, Mallock. Well, come on in. Let's have a nice conversation.
I want to ask Squeeps, how angry? What's the emotion right now for you?
Putting on a front, but pretty scared.
Putting on a front, but pretty scared.
Not excessively scared, more uneasy and untrustworthy.
Okay. Hey, yeah. Can you give me a charisma check real quick, Sweeps?
A 2
total? Okay.
plus 3 is probably 5.
Okay,
I think my thing is 3.
Okay, never mind.
It's very clear that
He's shaking.
I'm basically thinking of like a chicken that has been bothered, where like there's definitely just an element of like paying a lot of attention to a specific thing and very clearly not being happy with it. Like if you've ever seen a chicken around like a small lawnmower or something, like just
Like ruffling his feathers a lot and just staring at him like,
yeah, like I don't know that I could take you, but I better make it look like I think I can take you, but also, oh god.
Chris left. So I don't know what Void said.
I mean, I presume. I don't know. I don't imagine Void would be against it, but we can always wait till Chris gets back.
I guess I'll look to Lem to keep the.
well, I'm gonna,
Okay, now to be fair, Nay did say to come in, and it is hers in Void's room. So
And I tried to be as fair as well. I also made a charisma check to see whether or not Mallock may notice that she is upset. I rolled a total 6 charisma. Mallock, she is exceptionally upset with you.
I rolled
despite
a
the fact
16,
that
I noticed.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So I will notice that we all just had a lot of weird stuff happen about an hour ago, and the fact that a weapon none of us owns got involved does make me wonder if perhaps the people who sabotaged the arena were perhaps trying to extend that sabotage, something against the winners. I'm just saying, we're acting all a little bit more extreme than normal.
Too spiked to the punch.
Like, wherever you went today, Mallock, was it something you were planning on for a while, or was it something that you just got an idea in your head to do?
I just decided, I'm out here actually looking for my brother, and I've been waiting on information from the city hall. So I decided to go out with Squeebs and see if there's any work that I could do while we're in town. But it doesn't seem like there's anything in town or even where we're going actually. So I decided to thank the man that I met with and left. Might have might have scared Squeebs a little bit, but I'm not sure why. I felt comfortable the whole time, never concerned for my safety or anything, but I can't, speak for Squeebs. I hope they feel a bit better after I've explained this.
I guess what I'm getting at is, at least I've heard that sometimes there are things that can affect one person, but maybe can't affect everyone. Where something seems like a real good idea, even though later on you might go, wait a minute. That's all I'm getting at is just, maybe keep your eyes open, everyone. I don't like this. I really don't like the weapon that came out of nowhere.
So where do you exactly go to get your information?
Me?
Yeah.
Just City Hall. I just said I'm looking for travel plans. My brother was somebody who rode with the caravans, and they'd have to check in everywhere they'd went. And this was the first spot that they stopped off at.
Was I with Mallock when he went to City Hall?
No, no one was with me. I think I went by myself. That was the same shopping episode that Belmundo went to, like the general store, I think.
Yeah, for cards. I'm going back to that general store, by the way.
Another shopping episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Squeeps is shaking his head.
There is going to be a moment where Nay sees that and goes, "Excuse me a moment," and she will go straight to the door, lock it.
You're in here with me.
And will cast his Zone of Truth.
Alright, everyone in this room make a charisma check, or make charisma saving throw.
I will.
I have no reason to.
I was going to say I will willingly fail.
16.
I'm gonna use lucky.
8.
Oh.
8, okay.
19.
Prepare for gaslighting. Prepare for a lot of gaslighting.
So Mallock is affected.
If you beat a spell save of 14, you are not affected. If you fail, you are under Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Yep.
8, okay.
Does the caster know who has succeeded and who has failed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I rolled a 7, so yeah.
So, yeah, everyone is affected except for Badger and Belmondo.
At that moment, Nay is going to look directly at you, Badger. And the smile, with a little bit of frustration, it tweaks a little bit before focusing back on Mallock.
Those of us that passed, do we recognize that the spell was cast? Oh,
No, we all know that this.
yeah, we all know it was cast.
It's not a hidden spell, or Nay was like Zone of Truth, or did whatever Nay does.
Bibbidi Bobby.
Well, that's probably good.
Just Emperor, just.
Well, no, as per the nature of the spell, it literally says an affected creature is aware of the spell and thus can avoid answering questions.
Okay.
And such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. So, I mean, it's the same as a charm effect. That's why Nay was aware that you attempted to charm her. With suggestion.
Gotcha.
Mallock, I just want you to understand. I do trust you. I absolutely 100% trust you. But I also trust Squeeps. And if Squeeps is upset, if my best friend is upset, I'm upset. I do hope you understand.
I'm gonna seat myself near the middle of these two, just in case.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay, let's try to be civil about this.
Let's try to be civil about this.
We don't want anyone getting hurt here.
There was no one that was going to be hurt. As I pulled him up the stairs, I do want to make that clear.
Okay, I believe you.
I would hope that you would. So I must ask, if you don't believe that I was going to hurt you, why were you screaming for help?
Because I have thought about it. It's been about an hour since that happened, and we've been through quite a bit together. So you just having a knife in your hand all of a sudden, I should have taken the time to think about it, and ask you why you had the knife in your hand before I screamed those thoughts.
I don't like violence, Mallock.
What do you think? You're thinking about it.
The joys of double speech.
I told you, prepare for gaslighting. My heart is beating so fast.
So the thing is, it's a perfect summary of the tactical mistake he made. Like, he should have thought about it more before doing that. And he should have asked about where the dagger had come from. Like, tactically speaking, he should have done that deceptively.
I should have been asking why you had the dagger in your hand, rather than scream the things that I said. And I'll apologize for that.
I'll let you get away with that. there's things there that are questionable, but said in the right way, it could be you could be truthful.
Not an
specifically that he should have been asking.
Yeah, said in the right way, that could be truthful. So I'll let you get away with that. So I was really trying to think of the sentence. Like, hang on a second, is this? Yeah.
I just a perfect description of events and how I should have done something different.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Go for it. I will continue.
That's all I have to say about it. Nay. Can we start over? Maybe continue discussing what you want to discuss now? Now that we've all had an hour to think about it and cool down?
I wanted you to explain yourself as to what you and Squeeps were doing. And instead of doing that, you said, "How dare you accuse me of these things?" As dumb as I am, Mallock, I do want to warn you, I am no fool.
I can appreciate that.
It does seem weird that if Squeeps was with you at town hall, that he overheard you talking about contraband with somebody. That's not traditionally a thing a bureaucrat talks about.
At that point, as Squeeps is shaking her head, Nay's pointing directly at him.
I did mention before we started that I had gone to City Hall to get information on my brother, and then after that, while I'm waiting on my brother, went looking for work, and then left because there's no work around in the area.
So
Okay.
the contraband conversation was not at City Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the way you were constructing it earlier was with the strong implication that you had
I
met
tried to
with
make
someone
it.
at
I
City
tried to
Hall.
do like 2 different zones. I was trying to do it. That's my bad if I didn't make that clear. I was trying to do
Okay.
like City Hall. I left City Hall because I was waiting on information, so I went to look for work.
Okay, yeah, the like meeting with a man shaking his hand. I thought that was like being tied to City Hall. That could just
Sorry,
be
sorry,
me as a player. I got that wrong.
2 different areas.
Nay, you say you trust me, but downstairs you cast Zone of Truth on me, and upstairs you cast. Oh, sorry, I don't know that. Downstairs you cast something on me, and up here you've cast something on me. Do you trust me, or do you want to just continue casting spells on me?
I don't like casting in order to get to certain things. In fact, to be perfectly honest, I didn't even know I could have this. Not a few days ago. Only recently was I opened up to this idea, to this concept. Do I like casting it? I don't necessarily think it's fun. I don't necessarily think it's something that I would like to do continuously. But I've already said it time and again. I don't like being lied to.
Then I won't lie.
I'm not sure if I can trust your word on that, regardless of what's here.
Mallock or Squeeps. Although honestly, anyone else who went out today, did anyone notice that they were being followed? Did anyone has anyone seen that dagger before, or the person wielding it before today?
Actually, that's a very excellent question. DM, is the knife in the possession of the bartender, or where was the knife put away?
I think Mallock grabbed it, right?
Mallock has it. It's concealed.
I don't think I've seen that knife before until today. Didn't notice anyone following me. So, well,
Mallock has it. It's concealed. But I mean, he did show you that he has a dagger.
I don't think I've seen it before today, and while I definitely understand the interpersonal stuff being resolved, somehow someone else made it so that when there was a conflict, there was more likelihood of someone getting hurt or arrested. If that didn't come from any of us, that is still a thing to be aware of. I mean, no offense.
Another question about Zone of Truth. So it says you can't lie, right?
Yep.
So can you like do body body motions?
Is it only with the words out of your mouth, or is it?
Or can you like shake your head, shrug, stuff?
I don't
like
think
that?
yes, no, lie would work. That's right. Like you can't be like.
I would say you can't actively do like even like physical responses that would be determined to be like
if
I don't know what I'm talking about.
If someone were doing ASL for yes or no, they probably would be constrained by the spell to not be like saying the word for no non-verbally.
Yeah, but a head nod you can nod your head to say 20 different things.
I would correct, but I would say
maybe just this one.
I would say how the spell works. Sorry, I would rule that how the spell works is it relies on intent, and if your intention is to use emotion to lie, then you cannot.
Okay.
Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, because the way I interpret it is like the person cannot be dishonest within the zone. Ergo, I believe my understanding of the spell is it works based on on your intent with what the motion is.
Rock paper scissors tournaments could be moderated with Zone of Truth in that way. Ah ha ha.
But that's the way I rule it.
Okay,
that's the only answer we actually wanted to get answered. The question
Rock,
we wanted to get
scissors.
answered. And we.
So I spent my Amazon credits and my thing came, so I'm happy.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about having a credit card. With Amazon is like you get rewards, and part of that is like I get Amazon credit.
We're not advertising.
I'm not advertising. I'm just saying it's probably a good idea. Not a hashtag ad, but hashtag this is my first credit card. I'm very happy.
Wait, you never had a credit card before?
No.
Anyway.
So I think Lim will sort of look a bit worried around and just be like, maybe, well, I guess the best thing is just to keep our eyes peeled.
Eric, at this time, do we know anything about the people who let the people out at the Coliseum and were working against us and stuff like that? Or no?
Only one person knows.
And he passed his zone of truth check.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot. I had forgotten completely.
The only person that knows is the guy who orchestrated the entire thing and is currently not under the effects of his own truth spell.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
I do apologize, but I was overhearing the conversation Squeeps had with Lem and Void. So I suppose I should ask this, and I will know if something is wrong. Alec, there was someone that you were talking to. What was the title, or what was their name, that you were speaking to that made Squeeps so nervous?
I'm sure he's been told he's got a few different names. I know him as the captain. You know, not sure if he is in charge of a ship or whatnot. I don't really know his background too much, so he might just like to be called that. You know, I've known a few shipwrights in my day that just like being called captain, so I didn't think anything too weird about it.
Some people have ambitious parents.
Some people name their kid Captain.
First name Captain, last name Morgan.
And you weren't told that he was the captain of.
No, he never told me if he had a ship or not.
So you never met this guy before, right? Until now? Until that time you know, introduced
Never
him
in my
to-
life.
So how'd you come about him?
I told you, after I'm waiting on the city hall to get back to me, I think they should, you know, in the next day or so, hopefully before we leave. If not, I'll follow up with them. But I was just wandering around and saw a sign on the door, and it looked kind of interesting. So I walked in and was introduced to him, and we talked. And I saw he didn't have anything for me at the moment in here in this town. So I decided to, you know, shake his hand and leave.
I don't know if it'll pick this up.
I can't see it.
I appreciate just how careful you're being.
I'm very
listening to
careful
this,
with the
it's
way
like
that I
you're
speak.
Extremely careful about how you're speaking.
I talk to a lot of people and cannot get sued for how I speak to them. So I'm
So you've
making
had,
sure I
so
say
you've
it
had
the
practice,
right
is what you're
way.
saying.
I've had so much practice. I work with a remote technician, so if I go like, it's our fault, they'll be like, so this month's free, and I'll be like, it's not our fault. So I have to say it so that they understand that I've told them that they should be doing things that they should be doing, and then once they haven't been doing those things, it's their fault.
God's job,
Try telling you
professional
that to the owner
gaslighter.
of $7 million fucking company.
Yeah, I
easy.
show up a crudely drawn picture of the Dragonborn.
Where'd you get the paper, Squeeps?
You don't need to know.
You don't guys,
And my sources.
you can't even write. You can draw now. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
How
Writing is
crude-
significantly harder.
How crudely is it drawn is the real question, though.
I draw everything in little characters, letters.
I got it to work. I got
That
it
is
to
a beautiful drawing, Squeebs. Oh my god.
work. It's transparent.
Holy shit. It's beautiful. I was
You
talking
just
about
like stick it in front of your face.
So you don't
No.
And even then, it's
I
not.
see the drawing. I can
It's
see
more
it.
powerful than you.
It's so interested in thwarting you that it would rather make your whole face go away than show the paper.
I mean, I would rather make my whole face go away too.
Hey Eric, the town that I'm from, the roguish town, I cannot Embel. Are there dragonborns and stuff there?
Yeah, I mean,
I would know what a
there's
dragonborn is. It wouldn't be weird.
I mean, there's
For
really
sure.
dragonborn
Sometimes they're like a
very-
special race or whatever.
Pretty common. They're a pretty common race.
All right. So we just see a dragonborn that they've drawn on their.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a dragonborn there. Squeebs.
Right. So this guy, the captain you went to talk to, did he know anything about your brother that you's looking for, or was that not?
Yeah,
Was that? Am I getting my stories mixed?
You're getting the stories mixed. I could ask everybody, every single person I meet where my brother is, what he's doing, and tell them their name. But that seems a little redundant. And once I've asked the people who keep charge of records to do so, I did not ask him.
Well,
So what were you doing down there for him?
Said he was looking for work, remember?
Yeah, I was looking for work, and he doesn't have anything in town, so I shook his hand and left.
And nothing else happened.
You know.
After I left, we walked back here and had dinner.
I meant down
You motherfuckers! You motherfuckers! I can't ask the right question. I'm a bird.
just fucking. I just want to squawk. I'm real stressed out right now. It's fine. We're here.
So not.
I mean,
Oh, wait, hold on. Luke, you're the only one that could probably answer this. But didn't Squeeps during the conversation say, like, "Thank you for joining us" or something along those lines?
Oh, yeah.
Did the captain say that? Okay.
I didn't get anything the captain said. That wasn't gibberish to me.
I believe what was said was, "Let's make money together."
That's enough.
It was contraband. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. Contraband. Let's make money together. I don't remember what the first thing was.
It is on my sheet, but I understand if you don't feel like going to check.
I mean, it's your call if you want to go check. Like it's like.
I don't have my
I
sheet.
would have been told it.
My computer
check.
exploded.
Is it on roll 20?
Roll 20 sign in.
Oh, it's on roll 20. Okay, I'll check.
Yeah, then just let Eric check it. Yeah.
I'd like to know because I would have heard it.
Right.
It's the last three.
Because this would be information you have access to.
And also just to kind of clarify that point, Nay is going to ask for the full story from Squeeps.
Okay, so it was. Don't want to step on any toes. Contraband. Let's do jobs, my friend.
Can I use your mouse?
Those are the three.
Sure.
Those are the three things.
All right.
Careful with the thumb buttons.
Yeah, I'm not planning on it. So it occurred to me that I don't have to draw on paper. I can just draw on the roll 20.
But those are the three things Squeeps would have said.
So that's Squeeps. I'm gonna forego detail for speed. Squeeps and Mallock, just pretend they're better labeled. The stairs again.
So, question: in game, is Squeeps like drawing this on the floor with his finger, or pulling out
he's
paper?
pulling out parchment and drawing this.
Yeah.
And Squeeps would have already drawn some of this already.
He would have drawn
So-
some things.
Then the Dragonborn. I'm gonna draw with a mouse.
Drawing with a mouse is fucking hard as shit.
Yeah.
So Squeeps and Mal threw a dragonborn down the stairs.
Okay, you
Someone was
met
hurt.
the Dragonborn down
We
the
didn't
stairs,
go
right?
anywhere that anybody was hurt at. We just went and
We
after we
gathered
met-
that.
yeah, I don't know. No.
And the dwarf. And then the bad alcohol. The captain was a halfling, right?
He's a gnome.
He's a gnome.
Very, very handsome gnome.
That's good. No, I didn't know he was a gnome.
Yes, he's a very handsome gnome.
Captain of the Catholic Church.
That's a gnome.
Pope Miter.
Yeah. To be fair, Luke, I also have the least information to work with, so I can't answer the right question because you didn't take me into the room, so I wouldn't know anything you've said.
to be fair, it wasn't that he didn't pull you; it's that you just didn't want to go.
Mhm.
You wanted to eat your dinner.
I thought he pulled the what was it? Void and Lem.
Yeah, Lem was in the room.
Also trying very
me.
desperately to not have
My
May
point
lead, since Void and Lem should be taking
is
control
that,
of this.
yeah, me and Lem both heard contraband and let's make a deal together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what is the next step? Are we all standing here silently,
We're
staring at each other
Squeeps is
I
currently?
assume
We're
it's
staring at
drawing
Squeeps
this while
making
we were
control.
already talking, was my assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I'm done.
I'm admittedly hoping that Void asks about the contraband and we make a deal together, because Lem, just because of her background, is going to be more focused on the something causing the danger to be heightened when we had a disagreement. Like, basically, she's looking for the security threat. She does not believe it's internal, so she's not focusing on it.
My entire concern is something set off our bird friend here. Earlier, I heard the words contraband and let's make a deal together. It is entirely possible that you are completely unrelated to those particular words. However, I'd implied to think not, given that he is completely shook up.
Well, Squeeves did not shake the hand of the man after we met.
I gathered that.
And the man got very upset at Squeeves. Extremely upset. Squeeves is upset after that happened.
Well, you snub a captain in his own place. I could imagine he'd be a bit upset at that.
Yeah.
You shook his hand.
Yeah.
Was he
Very
upset with you?
No, I respectfully, after I saw that there was nothing to do in town, shook his hand, spoke to him a little bit.
Then what
and
was
left.
the deal about?
I was trying to find work in town and, trying to move some objects and things like that, but there was nothing for me to move, so I decided to leave.
So he implied that you should make money together, but
I
there's
implied that
nothing here.
I implied that I wanted to make money while I was in town, and he said that there was no work for me while I was in town. So I thanked him after our discussion, shook his hand, and left.
Was there work
With Squeeves, who
elsewhere
did not shake his hand. It's possible. I asked about a couple places.
involving contraband?
That might have been discussed. That was discussed. But I don't know why that has to do with anything on this conversation.
It occurs to me that you're dancing around the question. As somebody that's had to indulge themselves in a lot of trickery and doublespeak in my life, I can sort of recognize when things are at play. Now, I personally do not give two rats' asses whether or not you do something heinous or violent. What bothers me very much so is that, one, I'm involved in it, and two, people I care about are hurt and also possibly involved in it. So what matters to me most is that I understand what's going on and that I'm not involved.
Is you involved?
I don't think I'm involved yet. I don't even fully know if things are going on. I don't have hard evidence. However, I have an inclination.
Void, tell me about yourself. I don't know much about you or anybody else here, and I'd love to continue working with you guys.
Oh man.
How about this, Mallock?
The dancing.
From the waist up, a duck on the water looks placid and calm as heck.
Mallock, I am willing to tell you everything about me if you are willing to talk about yourself.
I haven't stopped talking about myself.
I'm
How were
willing
you
to tell
born?
you a lot about myself.
How was I born? I don't remember the exact process, but I knew I was.
I
Probably a dumb
imagine
question
there
to
might
ask.
have been some fluids involved.
I'm not a doctor. What?
I imagine there might have been some fluids involved.
It could have been wet, could have been dry. I couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
Dancing around the question.
Squeebs, tell me about yourself. Where do you come from, and where do you want to go?
Yeah, Sweeps just shrugs.
No, I'm willing to continue with my part. Since Mallock, you want my trust, I'll give you mine.
I need it.
The place where I come from, I don't know where. You can go ahead and point me to a map. You can say, where did you grow up? And I genuinely would not know. I
Eric,
believe...
considering that I know that Nay is probably not under the effects of her own spell, I'd
No.
like to...
No, Nate failed it purposefully.
Technically, I am part of the area.
Oh, it
Yeah,
affects
it's a set
everybody,
zone.
including the caster. Okay.
Mhm.
Who's failed? Who succeeded? I failed. Nate failed.
Me and me and Badger.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, I don't know who succeeded and failed, so I'm going
Yeah,
to...
only
would that be-
Nay knows who succeeded and failed. If you succeed, you can like lie, whatever, right? And they would not know.
Okay, so if you succeeded, the caster is aware that you succeeded
Mm-hmm.
and knows that whatever you're saying cannot necessarily it could
Be
be true or
trusted.
Could be a lie.
I am not the caster, so I don't know who succeeded and failed. I would like to try to determine whether or not people are lying as they are speaking in here.
Okay.
I'd like
Would
you
that
to
be
make
investing-
an insight check.
Insight. Okay. Insight. 22.
22. All right.
Nay is absolutely telling the truth
So
when she says that she doesn't know where she's from, even if you were to put a map in front of her.
So I
I'm
would
not-
say, so I'll say as Nay begins talking, as they begin, we'll go through the whole thing with, but as Nay talks and you're really like trying to read like any sort of like distruth in her words, and no word she says from this point on is dishonest.
Mhm.
Every word she says
Cool.
is true.
Cool.
I was raised by the faith of the first. I've talked about the first. Do you truly understand what it means to worship the first?
No, tell me about it. Maybe it sounds like something I could listen to.
To worship the first means that you worship the one, the very start, the very beginning. The first created the earth, the gods, everyone here.
There were 5, I believe.
I am not talking about the other part. Don't you dare bring that up now.
Wait, what are the 5?
Yeah, I didn't say that.
What are the?
Hey, Nay,
That
Squeebs
was
said it, right?
That was Squeeps pantomiming someone else that said it.
best friend.
Oh.
Your best friend believes in the 5, but I thought Nay was your best friend who believes in the first. Who's your best friend, Squeebs?
First of all, time out. Squeeps did not say best friend. That was Luke the player saying best friend. So.
Yeah.
I know Luke didn't say it. You said that Squeebs was your best friend. But
Do
I'm
we-
assuming
Yes,
Do we
that's why we're drawing the
recognize-
distinction between out of character. Like Luke out of character said best friend just now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Luke out of character said best friend.
Do we in
Oh, got
character
it.
recognize Squeeps' voice when he's doing best friend as who Squeeps has been referring to as best friend?
We've done it.
Oh,
I've done it before.
Oh,
Yeah, he's done it before.
Okay.
But I don't think Squeeps. I don't think anyone asked, so Squeeps didn't like. So you don't know whose voice that is.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, no one asked. No one asked.
Do I recognize it
what
as
that
me?
voice is?
yeah.
Oh, I guess I thought it was clarified best friend at the time.
I don't think so.
I don't think it was
No.
clarified.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think it
Okay.
was clarified.
Still ambiguous.
Yeah, so it's still ambiguous who the hell what voice that is. Okay.
But being the creator of everything means that the first has left a lot of himself in this world, and I am an aspect of that. That is why I am the Whisperer. I am
Wouldn't that make you
everyone.
the second?
I am everyone and no one. And it's very important for you to understand why I say that. It's because when people died, when people left, I was there to show them that they passed on and they were happy and they were safe and they were in loving arms. And when it comes my time, when it came my time, I would be with the first. I would be part of the world, but I can't do that. Not until I fulfill Monet's wish.
Who's Monet?
You're looking at her.
So you'll know.
Is Nae's name Monet? Is it super long, just like Lem's?
The only name you know Nay under is Nay.
Monet.
It's
So you're
complicated.
trying to fulfill your own wish?
Wait, who are you?
We're not talking about it.
No, I'm the Whisperer. It's quite all
Everyone
right,
and
Boyd.
no one, right? Something like that.
If it means that Mallock will be able to trust me as much as it hurts, as every single fiber of my being, as she starts grabbing at her arms once again, as I feel every single arm reach out and tear at me, as I feel every single voice screaming and cheering on for her death versus my own tears, my own screams, my own fears, then I will say the truth. I am not Monet. But damn it, I wish I was her. And I wish she was here with me. Because then maybe the pain would fucking stop. Do you have enough now, Mallock?
I'd say I learned a little bit more about who you are and how far you'll go. So I can say that I can trust you because you can trust me, hopefully.
Not until you tell me about who you are.
My name is Mallock. I grew up in Embel. Do you know the reputation of Embel? Well, it's not a. I'm talking to Nay. Belmundo. This is important right now. Please hold your tongue.
Nay, you're coming to the end of his zone of truth at this point.
Yeah,
You can feel it. Like you're maybe about. I think it's probably about 30 seconds before it drops.
I'm willing to let it keep going.
Well, it's not a concentration spell, so you'll have to recast it, which means that everyone gets to remake their saving throw.
I know.
Okay.
How many castings do you have of it?
It's the same
However
goals.
many
don't know?
spell
I'm not-
slots
I was gonna say I'm not gonna reveal that quite just yet.
12.
12.
They've cast it 2 times now.
Mhm.
That's all I know.
But Mallock, you can continue.
Right? I grew up in Mbel with no one, all alone, and I had somebody take care of me that I really respect and appreciate. All the lessons that I learned while underneath them, they taught me how I can go out and forge my own path, and and once I felt that I was able to walk that path, I decided to look for my brother who had been missing. I met you guys along the way, and we're here now.
Spell drops.
And I thought I had been working with.
You, in the middle of your sentence, Mallock, you feel that influence disappear from your mind.
Does that mean that Nay recast it?
If Nay's
You don't feel anything yet.
So Nay hasn't cast anything yet.
I'll just.
So you don't feel any sort of
All right,
influence coming in your mind at all.
Got it. Shit, where was I? We're here now.
You met us, and
We met you. We're here together. We've been working together for so long. Ever since we've met each other, we've been working on the same team, working towards the same goal. All I want to do is work towards the same goal again. I trust you, Nay. I hope you can trust me.
I'm gonna make an insight check about sharing the same goals. That is going to be an 18 plus 6.
Do I need to roll deception though, because Zone of Truth is gone?
If
You would.
were- yeah, in this situation, if you're lying to Nay, then yes.
I'm expertise in deception and persuasion. Those are the expertise I took.
Yeah,
So I'm
He's an
fucking-
idiot, but not a fool.
It's up to you how you want if you're lying about wanting to work toward the same goal, then yes, this is deception.
No, it doesn't really matter. They're the same role. It's towards persuasion because I want to get us towards the same goal. In my heart, I do want to still work together.
So then it'd be persuasion then, if you're not lying, because
16 plus 6, so I got a 22.
22.
You did not beat a 24,
But Nate,
which is
best you
18
can
plus
read-
6.
But Nate, best you can read, because this was persuasion. Everything Mallock has said at this point is honest.
You know how you know that I can trust you?
No.
Is that you're able to lie. I could have done something to make sure that didn't happen, and you didn't need to, but I feel in my heart there's something else that you're hiding which makes you very interesting to me. Same with your friend, Badger. At that point, I will again look over at you, Badger.
Hey, we've all got something to hide from my past or Mal's, whatever this is all about. To use religious worship, what's behind Void's mask, who Squeeps' best friend is. I mean, everybody's got stuff what they'd rather keep to themselves, right?
I would rather that those that we hide from ourselves doesn't try to hurt everyone around us. That's why I wanted to pull you up those stairs, Mallock. That's why I wanted to make sure that this was taken care of, because, as I've said before, Squeeps is my best friend. Void is my best friend. Lem is my best friend.
All the best friends.
I would like to think that I have a lot of friends, but I also know that I've trusted once before. And if I feel for any second that I am going to be betrayed, I've died once before. and I'm not afraid to take out anyone before I die again. Okay, so I believe that we are done here. Thank you for the group gathering, everyone. It's nice seeing all of you. I am exceptionally tired.
Are we
I would love to do an insight
Yes.
check on whether she was being literal about dying.
Renee's room.
Make an insight check.
Yeah, same. I have no idea. I have a 3.
It was 11 on the die, and I'm just like maneuvering over. Oh, come on, mouse. This is not a time to like misbehave.
Okay,
Yeah,
actually, you know what?
so-
Don't worry about it. I rolled natural 20.
16. I have no idea. I am very persuaded.
However, yeah, I was gonna say it would be a persuasion check.
I am super persuaded and very impressed.
She very much believes every word she's saying to you.
I like the insight checks when you're like, did they die? And you're like, nope.
I mean,
Oh no,
sure,
it's even better. It's like, did they die? Yes, and she's here again.
I'm gonna make an insight
Alright,
check to see if she's
so-
really tired.
I'm just chewing this through my
I
head.
thought that's what you were gonna do.
I'm chewing this through my head to think what Badger thinks of Nay now. Because the woman that was holding a dagger to Mal as he screamed for help has just told all of us that she has no problem taking the rest of us down with her if she has to die.
But you know it's
Yeah.
fake.
And that
Yes,
she
I do.
already died before, and she's only said half the party is her best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No
I was
Belmundo,
gonna say
no Badger, no Mallock.
I was gonna say it's no Badger, no Mallock. Unfortunately, it's not Belmundo. Sorry.
Yeah,
Lim
we
goes
haven't
to
really
get
interacted
food.
too much.
Lim heads out and grabs dinner.
Alright, sounds good.
I'm going to approach Mallock. We all have the same goals.
That's what I'd like to think. I'll do the same.
Can birds spit?
It just says
They
Yeah,
can
bird
definitely
feed.
vomit, so sure.
He vomited up the food he was not eating.
There's gobs of mashed potatoes spew out of
Part
my
of the
hand.
pie tin itself.
As I start Googling immediately, can birds spit?
But as I'm shaking your hand,
I'm gonna stop shaking your hand after, and then I'll nod and walk out of the room and go to sleep.
Yep.
Right, so
Hey,
glad all that's cleared up. Pie
Mallock,
tins forever, huh?
Yeah, Mallock, Mallock, can you give me a perception check real quick?
Seven.
7.
Uh.
Alright. So, you make your way to your room. Go to bed.
I would still like to stay with Void.
What time in the evening is it at this point?
Late. Probably
Okay, yeah, then I'm going to bed.
10:30, 11 o'clock.
Nay was not lying when she said that she is tired.
I am
Thank
going
you.
11 o'clock.
Thank you, Susha.
I am going to bed. I am going to watch my back to make sure that Nay doesn't come at me. And I am going to lock the door.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'd like to lock my door too after that
You guys are sharing a room.
friendly
Yeah,
conversation.
it's the same door.
All right, cool. I'm gonna
Double lock.
put a chair underneath the door handle.
All
Well,
right.
if I locked it, and you
Sure
locked it.
no one can like pick it or like anything. Double lock. We did the deadbolt.
One
and
of
the chain.
those like doorstop things that deliberately prevents it from opening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't want you to be able to pick the lock and then they can open the door.
Did you
Like they still can't with that door there. Chair there.
Did you snip the door?
Snip the door and I snip the window somehow if I can. I pick up the bed and I put it against the window. They can't get in. No zombies here, please.
Did you snip the snip?
No, I don't do that,
I don't know if
but
it's snipped. Depends on if you
yeah.
snipped it.
somehow all of these furniture pieces in disarray make a beautiful blanket fort.
Feng shui.
You,
Feng shui.
and you and Badger sit under talking about boys you like.
Oh my god. Alright, so I'm guessing everyone is going to bed then.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. So everyone makes their way to rest. Badger, of course, being the first one awake, is there anything you want to do in the wee hours of the morning, Badger?
Just enjoy the fire, I think. Watch the morning rise. Is this our last morning in town, or we've still got a day and a half, don't we?
Day and a half, yes.
Okay.
Alright. So, Squeeps wakes. So, eventually everybody wakes up to a new morning. What would you guys like to get accomplished today? I know Mallock wants to get the information from the city hall.
I'm going to follow Void around now instead.
Okay.
Oh, I had something.
I'm not Badger anymore. If Belmundo's gonna go to the store, I'd like to go with Belmundo, and then I'll just like kind of tie up at City Hall.
Alright, what else did you need to pick up, Belmundo?
Fucking how much do board games cost? If they have board games?
There's like I don't really think there's board
Just
games.
buying all the
I would like to buy the travel version of Dragon Chess.
You could do that. You could buy
Yeah.
you could buy
Get the
travel
equivalent of
size
Hugger-
dragon. Yeah.
Get the equivalent of Hugger Mugger, or like those travel tic-tac-toe things where you have
Yeah.
a grid and they're just like some object. I bet you the train station would sell them if they existed.
You
Just
could-
Later,
basically
Chuck.
Like I'm getting the latest editions of Wyverns and Fortresses. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You make
I
your way
start
inside.
carving polyhedral dice.
You make your way inside, and they're like, "We have this game that someone made. It's called Mice and Mystics."
Oh, I love
This-
that game.
No, you could get like a chess set or like a 3 Dragon Ante set and stuff like that.
Train fare to travel. Ooh.
I would like to spend my day trying to find some place where they're like shooting dice and gambling and having alcohol and
And having all kinds of fun.
yes.
Alrighty. Alright. So for David 3, I'm looking for like the 3 Dragon Ante set and stuff like that.
Yeah, how many board games can I buy?
Trying to find it. Hang on.
It's under the tools list, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Uh,
looking for right now.
I only see dice and playing cards.
I'd say probably for a full chess set, because of the time it takes to craft. I'd probably say it's probably going to be too big for a chess set.
Yeah. Anything else they're selling, or is just the chess set?
Also 3 Dragon Ante, but that's just falls under another set of playing cards, so five silver pieces.
Total or added on?
5 silver pieces for the 3 Dragon Ante set. So
Okay.
2 gold, 5 silver for both of those.
Okay.
If you want a dice set, it's a silver piece.
Okay. I'll get a dice set too.
Alright,
So that's 6 silver and that's 6 silver.
2 gold. 6 silver,
Okay.
2 gold.
Uh-huh.
Alright, and then Badger, you're looking for gambling, and then Mallock, you said you were following. Is there anything you want to purchase?
Is there any like? There's like just generic stuff, right? Can I get I got 2 flasks of oil and like a bunch of cloth strips?
Easy enough.
Yeah,
Would be,
nothing crazy or anything.
yeah. So let's see, for a thing of oil.
Like maybe just a big thing of cloth or something, like a yard of cloth.
So it's 1 silver piece for a flask of oil. And
Okay,
then for
cool.
cloth.
Ooh, shopping episode.
Well, we're gonna go through this real quick.
Yeah.
I'd say for just like strips of cloth, how many do you want?
I'm just gonna get like a yard of cloth. I can use it for bandages or whatever. Never mind. I have to get a. Do they actually have any? What are they called? The healer's kit?
Are you cocktailing up some Molotovs?
Whoa.
I mean, maybe.
Uh,
Don't talk about it. Since it's only 1 silver, I'm actually gonna get 4 flasks
like
of oil.
I would say there is a healer's kit
Yeah.
that would help you with
And then-
stabilizing someone.
That's what I want to get. How much is a healer's kit? 10 gold?
I believe so. 5 gold. 5 gold for a healer's kit.
5 gold? Okay, cool. I got 31.
And it has 10 uses.
Fucking that drink costs a shit ton.
Yeah, it has 10 uses, and you can stabilize someone for an action.
We have another healer, boys.
And then I'll just get cloth strips, but just like can I just say like a bundle of them? Would that be enough for the 4 flasks of oil? I have 2 more for my burglar's kit, so I got 6 total.
Yeah.
I want enough for 6 flasks.
Then probably like, I'd probably say it'd probably be like 8 silver then, for enough to make use of the entire of the 4 flasks of oil. Because this isn't
All right,
like,
it's a 1 to 10 ratio, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because you're not purchasing.
Cool,
You're
then I'm
not
good.
purchasing. This isn't cloth that you can make You can make clothes out of. This is just like
It's like just
rags and stuff like that. Nay would go to pick up her dress, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Badger, give me investigation.
12.
Oh, all right. Are you looking for legal or illegal?
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Whichever I come across first.
So I'd say you would find a small area. It's actually set up outside, where you can see that there are a couple of guard who are just overseeing everything. But there are some people that are sat there playing cards, throwing dice. You can see that there are a couple people, not really in uniform, but are definitely like running what's going on out here.
Mhm.
There's some people who are dealing hands at some tables that are set up. It's basically a gambling circle, but you get the sense there's probably no like official building for it here. But the area that it's in is very like very like out of the way. So as for privacy reasons. So did you want to play dice or cards?
Dice.
Dice. Okay, well enough. Alright, so I'll say let me grab some dice, because I actually know a couple dice games you can play in D&D.
I'm also proficient with dice gaming.
Nice.
So here's the question: do you want to make this checks, or do you actually want to play a dice game?
I'd be fine with checks.
All right.
If that's what you're. I'm just looking to make a little bit of pocket change through the day.
You know what? I'll say, just because it's a little fun, let's play, and I'll give you a bonus to your rolls, basically.
Okay. That works.
So, as you sit down, you will see one of the people at the table. Are you sitting at a table with people, or just kind of one for yourself?
With people.
Okay. So you'll sit across from this much younger female elf, maybe like 19 years old, 19, 20 years old.
Wait, a 20-year-old elf?
Mm-hmm.
She's like a baby.
Yeah, she's young.
Okay.
By elven standards. By human standards, she's an adult.
Okay.
But you can see she's kind of speaking with some of the people here, and as you sit down, she says, "Oh, would you like to play?"
Right. What are we playing?
So as you say this, one of the people will come around, and you see he has a bag of dice, and he'll take out 3, hand them to you. Take out 3, hand them to her, and we'll say, and they're d6s. And she'll say,
I'd like to. I don't know if I can like feel them to see. I want to make sure they're not obviously weighted or anything.
They're not loaded.
This would be an investigation.
What? Sorry, what was that?
Investigation.
Investigation. 6 with a natural 1.
They don't feel weighted.
Okay, I trust them completely.
And the person coming around, you can see young half-orc male, not particularly well-dressed, but well-dressed enough to be distinguished from the others, will kind of say, all right, so here's the game. You each got 3 dice. You're going to roll them in secret from each other. And you're basically going to try to get the highest roll you can. And each die that you roll, you'll either up how much you want to wager or keep it at the same amount. And then once the final roll is made and the final wager is made, you will both lift your hands, and whoever has the highest total wins.
So with each roll, do we ask to roll the whole set, or we can keep a few as how they sit? One die.
One die at a time.
Right.
And you keep whatever roll you have.
All right.
All right. So go ahead and roll your first d6. All right. So she'll keep her hand cupped. Reach into her purse and she'll say, say, all right. She'll put in 7 silver.
7 silver. Okay. So then I'm expected to match that, or do I have
Or
to?
you can raise it. You can
or I
either
can
match
raise
it
it.
or raise it.
I'll call it 7 silver.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your second die.
Can I use my lucky feat during this, or how is that going to play?
These are not checks. Basically, I'm going to say because you have it, you can add your proficiency bonus to your final
To my
total.
total. Okay.
All right, she'll kind of keep a pretty stoic face about her. Kind of drum the table a little bit. Look at you.
Is it my turn to bet or her turn to bet?
She bets first.
Okay.
And she'll reach into her pouch. And she'll put a gold piece in.
I'll be kind of taken aback and kind of poker face that, holy cow, that's a lot of money. Not actually thinking that's a lot of money, but I will.
For a commoner, this is a lot of money.
Yeah. I'll hesitantly call at one additional gold piece.
All right, go ahead and roll your final die.
Okay.
All right. So she'll reach into her coin purse again. She'll put another gold piece down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna raise that bet. So right now it's at 2 gold, 7 silver.
2 gold, 7 silver.
Okay. Nope. I will call.
Okay. So she shows you she has 2 6s and a 1, so she has 13 total.
Okay, I have 12 plus my proficiency bonus, 14.
Wow, just barely.
Ooh.
That proficiency bonus helped a lot. So she'll look at it, and she'll kind of be amazed by just the luck of the roll, and just be like, and kind of give you like a nod of respect.
All right.
Do you want to keep playing?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so go ahead and roll your first die, and you're the one who's gonna bet first.
Okay. I'll bet 3 silver.
Okay. She'll raise it to 5.
Okay. All right, I'll accept that.
Ignore that.
I'll throw in a gold.
She'll kind of look at the gold. She'll call it.
Okay.
But with 10 silver.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, last roll.
Oh, this is not like poker where bluffing gives you an advantage.
I mean, what you could do, bluffing wise, is you say like, "Oh, I'm not so confident. Here's 3 silver," and then they jack it up on purpose.
The question is, which way are you trying to bluff?
Yeah, I think I'm going to bet a gold to bluff that I'm doing well so that she doesn't just drive it up.
All right, make a deception check. She's gonna make an insight check against you.
Right.
Oh
Woo,
my
natural
God.
20. So
She also got
20
a natural 20. What's your total come to?
23.
23. She's a commoner. That she doesn't meet your D. She doesn't meet that.
Okay.
She'll
I was gonna say there's a solid 6 seconds of both of you just locking eyes, trying to look for a weakness.
she'll reach in. She kind of keeps her hand in her coin purse for a little bit before eventually she'll just throw a single gold piece in.
Okay.
All right. She has a 5, 4, 3, so she has 12.
I have a 3, 2, 1. So an 8 total.
She actually like kind of like beats herself. She's like, damn it. She'll reach in, take the money.
So I'm currently 2 silver ahead. I'll do one more game.
All right, one more. And then, all right. So she
One
bets
more.
first.
Yep.
She'll reach into her purse, and let's see, she'll put 4 gold out immediately and smile at you.
Ooh.
This is the all or nothing moment.
Dice are hot, huh? Yeah, I'll reach in. I'll reach in and put in I'll meet it. 4 gold.
All right, roll your second die. She'll reach in. She'll put another gold piece down.
Okay. I'll meet that bet.
All right. One more time. She's gonna take her coin purse and just throw it in the middle.
Oh shit.
How much is that?
It's another 15 gold.
Inside check. Inside check.
Yeah, I would like to insight that.
Go ahead.
15?
15?
Yep.
So you look her dead in the eyes. She is not bluffing.
Ah, yes, the rare 3 6s.
Can you fold in this game?
You could you could bow out.
Okay, so if I fold, I lose what I've already
You
bet.
lose what you've already bet.
Okay, I will do that.
All right.
I will doff my cap to her, and I will fold.
If you guys can see that.
Damn! That's some good shit.
I had a 13.
She was not. Was that with your bonus?
That's with my plus, yeah.
She was not bluffing. Good use of the insight to not lose a lot of money there.
Yeah. What?
All right. Do you want to keep playing, or are you gonna call it there?
I'm gonna keep playing through the day. And I don't want to take up more.
Yeah, go ahead and give me 3 check. Actually, I'll roll them. Go ahead and call high or low.
Okay.
So what's
Let's go high, low.
high 15, high 18, and then you said low.
Yep.
I got a 7.
Hey.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna say the general bet around here is between 1 to 2 gold. If you're playing throughout the day, which is they wrap up around. I'd say if you're playing all day, you can add, factoring in the occasional loss, I'd say go ahead and add another 35 gold to your pouch.
Ooh.
Does that total include the amount that I lost in those first 3 games or not? Because I can't remember how much I lost in that third game.
I'll say yeah. So I think you lost. I want to say it was like 7 gold or something like that. So
Yeah,
42
that sounds
gold
right.
total. So 42 gold total.
Okay. So I ended the day 35 gold above where I started.
Yes.
The day. Okay.
All right, Mallock. As you make your way to City Hall, you approach the same woman that you had seen before, who seems to recognize you, and she'll say, "Oh, hello. to see you again. And you, I did manage to pull up some travel records, for you. And she'll pull out a couple sheets of paper and hand them over to you. And she'll say, so, from what I understand as she takes it through here, he came through, about 2 months ago, he came through. According to the records, he was heading up to Trested. And then we managed to get a message over to them to see if there was any, see if he had come through, and apparently he had. They said last reported he was heading from Trested down to Loksov. But according to them, he hadn't made any additional stops past that. And I'll then hand the records over to you. But he was here.
Thank you for what you've found for me.
I'm so sorry, couldn't be more. The records we keep here are more just check-ins. And if this helps, he was here.
It does. It does. Would Lockstuff have any more records, or do the records just end there?
It'd be your best bet. We haven't gotten in touch with them at all. In the limited amount of time we have, we have some folks interested that we're fairly close with, so it wasn't too hard getting in touch with them. Lockstuff is a bit more of a isn't. We don't talk to the station or to the city hall there very much. So if you were looking for him, I think that'd be your next best bet.
Can I send a letter to him? Send a letter to Lockstuff to send me any information that might be there, and then tell you where I'm going and have it met there?
We could definitely send a letter if you'd like. It would take a while to get there. And then we could possibly see about them sending. Where are you going to be heading?
I'm heading out to Valaday.
Okay. Yeah, we could. It may take a while, depending on how the couriers are getting along. How long do you plan to be?
I think I should be there for a while.
All right.
I'm not sure the exact time, but for some bit of time. And if I have to move on, I'll make sure I leave notes to where I go.
Okay. Well, yes. If you'd like to send a letter, we can provide you with an envelope. She'll hand you one.
Thank you. How much does it cost to send a letter, Eric?
For just one
And
letter, it would probably be. I would say probably, because it's just a letter, probably 5 silver.
All right. I'll write a letter asking for the information and hand it back to him. I'm gonna ask for a piece of parchment. I don't have any.
I put it around the same. I put it around the same cost as what it would be to send just like a letter with like a stamp on it. So you're basically sending cents. It's basically cents to send. You're more paying just because they have to pay their couriers.
For sure.
Right, it's a specialized route instead of just going with like a generic mail train one place to another.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So you have that information now. You know your brother was here and where he was heading beforehand and where he might be. So there you go. All right. Anything else anyone wants to accomplish today?
Whatever Void's doing.
Luke is following me around. I'd probably read for about an hour until it occurred to me that Squeeps was intentionally following me around. I just sitting there waiting for me to do something.
I mean, he can study
I'm trying to think of what I would do to show Squeeps a good time, just as like a goof.
Horse.
No. Boyd has no interest.
You've met the only not horny bard.
He seems to like water. Take him to a water park.
I am
A lazy river with void.
I have no money. I literally have no money.
I have some money, probably.
Go gambling. Get some money. And if you lose, you got nothing to lose.
You go make your way over there. You see Badger just like sitting at a table. He looks like a king.
Inventory is not available on the Roll20 app as of yet.
I would.
So let me see what you got.
I'm going to go around town. I've done this before. I'm going to find the corners and alleyways and paint the symbol that's on my banner on it.
Okay, sounds good. Squeeps, you have 86 gold and 10 silver.
Oh, what's this?
What is the symbol on your banner?
The symbol on my banner is a diamond. No, it's not a diamond. What is it shape? I guess the shape of a diamond, not an actual gem diamond, but like the two triangles on top of each other.
Yeah. Like the playing card suit, a diamond.
Yes.
Okay.
There are 3 different shades of pink going from left to right are darker, middle, and then light. The middle one sort of takes up the center bit, and the outer sides are the 2 darker colors.
Oh, is it this thing that's on the green patch on your shoulder?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That very much looks like either Lady Bits or the crystal that you get in Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, does Best Friend have a symbol?
He does not.
Okay.
Not that you've been given.
And I will
Bucket of water.
I will draw the same symbol. And since I am copy, I can copy things.
Okay, sounds good.
That will come in handy.
When you eventually overthrow Void as the keeper.
Copy all of his music and learn how to play the lute.
Yeah, expert forgery. I don't have to learn how to play the lute. I can just open my mouth and the lute comes out.
Hey, it's not a lute, you filthy, uncultured swine.
All I can see is the neck, and it seems to have enough tuning pins that maybe it was.
It is a good turn.
Oh, a guitar?
It is essentially a medieval guitar with double the strings because of course.
Nice.
I just have double the strings.
They're multiples of the same string, if I am to understand it correctly. I could be completely wrong.
Is it strung like a lute where each string is actually a harmonic pair of strings?
Yes.
Okay.
If that's my...
That probably gives you more variety when you're doing stuff fast, would be my guess.
I don't think they're all like that, but I think some of them are like that.
Plus, obviously, if one of them breaks, then you have a double in case in the middle of a song. Anyway, that's cool.
And I just ordered lunch because I'm fucking hungry. All right. So.
No questions from Squeeps about
Questions from
what I'm doing. He's just like, all right.
Yeah. I'd ask questions. You're big.
Yeah.
You can help.
Sure.
Okay, a drying void symbol.
I'll save it.
Okay. All right, anything else anyone wants to accomplish?
Lim will definitely spend some time gushing over the new dress, both because it's a good mood changer and also because, like, legitimately, that was a very good style and they pulled it off well. Good tailor. Good job.
Yep. So now you are put into a fresh dress. Fresh, clean dress.
Exactly the same.
There's something to be said for even if it looks the same, it feels different when it's not been worn in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Alright. Eventually all of you make your way back. Unless anyone wants to do anything in the night, everyone gets to sleep after either looking over books or practicing?
Yeah, I'd read more of my firearms manual.
Okay.
I was going to study my alchemy book.
Intelligence check.
That's cocked as fuck. That's better
8.
actually.
8.
17.
17. Okay. Alright, so you're making some headway there, Void, and unfortunately Squeeps still kind of in a daze of the headspace. I'm going to start using this for this because I can't really do deep voices, I've come to realize. So Squeeps, as you're sitting on the bed and reading, or trying to read, you'll feel that guiding hand kind of seems distracted, and you'll just hear
Best friends in the toilet. Get him out.
I'm trying to use I'm using a voice changer instead because I can't do voice changes.
Hello! Best friend!
Is that one troubling you?
Mallock?
Yes. Mallock. Do you think that he will be a threat to you? Would you like to be rid of him? Very well.
Not now.
Very well.
And with that, the voice will recede.
I love you.
Is that the voice that Squeebs used to say best friend? Oh God.
When
Okay.
Squeeps came back to talk to you, after being away and getting information, that was roughly the voice you heard.
Sick. Spooky.
I did want to have a moment with Void to talk with him, but unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, Chris had to leave for
Mhm.
work. But we'll go ahead and call it here. Tomorrow will be the day Tomorrow is the day you're going to meet up with Kira to make your guys' way to Villa Day, and that way we can pick it up in the night so you can have a chance to talk with Void.
Okay.
All right. So, like I said, we'll pick this up in 2 weeks because unfortunately next week we just have a lot of players that are going to be out doing things. So, like I said, not next Saturday, but the Saturday after, we will return. As always, everything is down below. If you want Discord, YouTube, whatever. Yeah. Until then, bye everyone.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Yep.